Alright, so I'm gonna make a quick review video of my Legmaker intake install on my 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Yes, I have a Trackhawk. And yeah, I'm making this video like 7 days after I installed it, and it's gonna be like an M. Night Shyamalan video because it's already installed. I'm driving right now. I'm trying to keep the throttle as light as possible so you don't hear what I hear. But yeah, it's gonna go over I guess the pros and the cons of what I found during the install and after it was installed and whatnot. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So first off, I'm recording on my S10 Plus because my GoPro battery is dead right now. And yeah, I didn't really plan this video too well, or this update I guess to the video I'm trying to make for it. But yeah, S10 Plus, so hopefully the video and audio quality is okay. But in the box, as you'll see, you get a large cone filter. It's kind of like a name brand, not a name, a no-name filter, I guess you could call it, because I didn't see anything on it other than just it's just a red filter. You get the intake tube, which is full carbon fiber. It's pretty thin, but very strong. So far, I mean, the quality of it looks great. I mean, it looks like it's built pretty damn good. You get a silicone elbow, of course, to connect the intake tube itself to the throttle body. You get some clamps, and you get what I like to call a filter condom. It's like a pre-filter, which is hydrophobic, and it kind of helps keep the filter a little bit cleaner, depending on where you live, if it's dusty, if it's really wet. In my case, all of the above. Also, lots of bugs. It just cut down on filter maintenance, I guess, per se. I'm not too familiar with if it affects the performance of the filter at all. From what I've seen, it does not. I do not have it installed on my car right now. I will be installing it whenever rainy season does start. Just due to living in Florida, all the rain, I don't want to take any chances. That's just me personally. As for the install, it was straightforward. Removing the factory stuff was very, very simple. If you have the right tools, it's very simple. Me, on the other hand, I had left all my tools in my other vehicle, and my other vehicle was in the shop. So I had to make do with some basic stuff. Not the best for the job, but I got the job done, as you'll see. I have a nice little time-lapse, which the time-lapse would have been a lot faster, which I might cut some stuff out of it. It would have been a lot faster if I had the right tools. There is some adjusting you need to do to try to keep it off of the AC line, and to keep the intake tube itself away from anything that could rub against it, because it being carbon fiber, if it's rubbing against something, eventually it will eat through it. So you got to keep that in mind. Just make sure you have all the clearances taken care of, and just make sure you install it very loosely at first, and go over everything. I'll switch paces to inside my car because camera cut off. Let's get a bag of hardware, some brackets, a coupler, some clamps. Got the intake tube itself in carbon fiber, which is very, very nice quality. And big ass intake filter. It's gonna replace this big guy. All these damn bugs. It doesn't seem like a hard install. Just gotta get this box out, unplug some stuff, and go from there. Alright, I don't have all the proper tools for this, but I
I try to do this with what I have. Shouldn't be too difficult though. I'm gonna go do a time lapse from here though.
But yeah, again, straightforward install. Not having to really modify or cut or none of that stuff. It's direct bolt on. I will tell you the only pain in the ass that I did have removing the factory stuff is after you get the factory intake tube off and the filter housing and stuff, there is a, I guess you would call it like a bracket or like a kind of like a housing for the bottom of the intake box that you have to remove, and there is a factory wire that's plastic clipped into it, one of those push clips that have like the fans on it to where it just stays in place. Trying to get that out without messing it up was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. ended up messing it up coming out, but it's a little plastic thing, so it's gonna happen. Alright, I'll do a little pull for you guys now and let you hear what I hear. I'm in sport mode, by the way. And that's the windows open. You can hear the supercharger a lot more now, that's for sure. As for gains, as much power as this truck already makes, this Jeep already makes, I should say, it's not really noticeable. I got it mainly for aesthetic purposes, as well as being able to hear the supercharger a lot more. So here's a little, I'll do a quick pull. I'm in sport mode, already doing 20, so. Like I said, you can hear the supercharger a hell of a lot more. As for the pull on it, it feels about the same. I have a factory muffler delete, as well as a custom G exhaust baffle system, as well as their custom X pipe. I have all of that installed as well, so it does make a difference in the actual exhaust note of the vehicle as well. So